Hey, what's cracking, pimpin'?
What up, do dirty?
Oh, do dirty. What up, bro?
Man, chilling. What's up with
What's
you?
good? What are your thoughts on this thing? We've been talking for a while now. You can comment on anything that came up.
I'm gonna talk about this dude right here, bro. So he don't want to see other black people make it in life. He don't want them to have a job. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with them going out there to get these people up out of here? You know what I'm saying? Get the job, brother. Don't hate on them. Let the man make some money. Do something better with his life.
Bro, look, it's better than locking up black people, right? Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come on now.
Crazy work.
Even if they are black, they're not black Americans. They're black Mexicans. So lock them up.
And I say this as a representative of the Midwest and for New York dudes who are Knicks fans, right? You're used to rooting for losers. To root for the Bears or the Knicks or any team from Ohio or Indiana, you're rooting for losers.
Yeah, I used to be a Browns fan, dude, for a long time.
I know. In Chicago, damn dirty man. Hold on. I ain't gonna let you do my best like that, bro.
The Bears ain't won since '85. I was alive, but I did the Super Bowl shuffle. But bro,
dude, the Bears are just barely better than the Browns.
I'm holding back my urge to be triggered dirty because I understand why you made the analogy.
Bro, they literally call the Chicago Cubs the lovable losers. People used to go to Cubs games to have picnics, bro.
Like, to have picnics.
Bro, like root for losers is what Americans do, right? And they get mad at people with a winning culture. They be like, "Nah, man, you need to root for the losers, bro. It's gonna be next year."
Let me run this clip out a little. Oh, you about to say something dirty? Do dirty?
Oh no, I was good, bro. I want to see what you're gonna say.
Because let's just get past the BS. We know.
Yo, it's raining on one side of the highway right now.
It has nothing to do with catching the criminals. They're not going after drug dealers and gang members. No, they're going after guys standing out in front of Home Depot trying to do carpentry work or construction labor. They're going after people in farms that are picking fruit and vegetables.
How come all these academic educated guys got to do all this hand gesturing shit?
Black people damn sure don't want.
You actually learn that, and when you get media training or whatever, they teach you how to behave on camera and stuff. I've noticed a lot of commonalities and like the behaviors of certain people. Like they make videos, and I start to get the feeling like you all went to the same media school or something.
None of us would ever end up on
mainstream
media.
I actually went to media school though, sir. That's the crazy thing about it. And I also posed this other question, like I asked early in your great chat. I find it ironic, Hood and panel, that the so-called pro-black woman and the so-called pro-gay man need straight black men to fight for their revolution.
Well, it's not like they can make their own numbers, you know?
You don't need that.
Those people are confused, man. They don't know what they are, who they are. You know, we need to stop give those people platforms.
It's toxic masculinity only when you're fighting for their rights and freedoms.
In order to be pro-black, you must be pro-woman and pro-gay, because gay is the new black, and you cannot be black without the pro-black woman. That's what they told me.
And even what he's saying,
yeah, that's the narrative they're trying to push.
It's true because that's what get paid for being black. I don't get a black check, but what he's saying, he's pushing a false narrative anyway. Like they're trying to get the Latinos in front of Home Depot, and then he says black people don't want those jobs. Do you know how many black people I know in construction? The fact that people do paperwork, get they EIN number, and then they shop in Home Depot and they work in Depot, put a job application in so they can work in Home Depot. They don't have to be loitering in the parking lot. That's anti-black.
And I noticed once the immigration raids kicked in, bro, a lot of these factories and these warehouses, bro, they got a little scarce, man, because the Latinos, they just had a lock on the factory warehouse trade. It's wild. Like you don't even need to speak English in this business, man.
Dude, in the Midwest, they got the electrical trade, the welding trade, the construction trade. They got all kinds of trades locked up. You just don't understand.
Yo, I'm in the trades, right? I hate working with these people. Absolutely hate it. It's dog shit work. And they're animals. I mean, I'm just gonna outright say it. They're animals, and they think they own the place.
Do you see them using a fucking brick? How many times you see him using a brick torch to heat up tortillas on a fucking piece of OSB for lunch, American man?
Dude, dude, the people, yo, one kid, right? Because now, ironically, our service side got a couple of, I'm going to be politically correct, got a couple of illegal, well, not illegal, but got a couple of immigrants. And the dude was trying to talk to us about plumbing, and we're all looking at this dude like, man, if you don't get away from us. And the dude made a comment. He was like, what? Have you ever seen a Mexican use a level? And I'm like, bro, that's why all your work is dog shit.
Yeah,
like, you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never seen him pull a tape or fucking snap a line or nothing.
Let me finish this out.
Dude, we did that shit for 400 years for free, so we ain't getting out there. So they're out there doing it. That's who they're going after. And that's usually some guy.
Listen, I'm sure there are black teenage kids who would love to work on a weed farm. All right, they would love to harvest weed. They're just taking all the good jobs, bro.
Good. That's what happens.
There's some white dudes that are in their 40s that would like to work on a good weed farm.
Gentlemen on the panel, this is what happens when you let the so-called communist, socialist ideologies run rampant into your so-called community. You notice how when you go ahead and hold on one second. You notice how when you take out trades and everything, everybody go ahead to these so-called high academia universities and colleges, they feel like they can look down upon so-called working class people, the same people that keep their plumbing going, their electricity running, all that stuff.
That's what he's doing right now.
Those are the black jobs they don't want you to get.
Right. They want you to go ahead and be a cubicle little monkey that's tapping at the damn keyboard looking at a damn screen, and they think they're making progress. That's black progress. Working in a white man's cubicle, getting a white man's
no.
What the hell is that?
It's even more diabolical than that.
Who is scraping the scratching? Somebody got some weird background noise. Yeah. If you like doing stuff in the background, mute up when you're not talking because it does kind of come through real loud on the mic.
Yeah.
Or some woman who has come up here to make a better life for themselves. They're not harming anybody. I grew up around Latinos. They usually go to work and come home, play their music on the weekend. They ain't bothering nobody. So this isn't about catching
You ain't
criminals.
never lived around Latinos.
Why you sound like a white woman?
Mr. Black ICE agent knows that.
Cannot be living around to Latinos, not the one I live around.
And not listen. It's one thing when it's just a small group of anybody, but once people come in giant numbers, everything starts to change, bro. Then you start to get the gang culture. You get that thing in what was it in Colorado where they take over apartment buildings and stuff like that? Those same guys who take over the apartment building will also be in front of Home Depot trying to work on your house, bro. I know it's crazy to think of it, right? That little guy with the hammer and all the tattoos on his chest, he's also a gang member. I know, it's wild.
It was only a few of them in that apartment complex in Colorado, Hood. It wasn't that big a deal.
Right, it was only
I know, right?
I'm sorry.
It was only a few gangbangers, a few MS-13. Nothing to worry about.
They only took over one building.
I mean,
not even one building, just one floor.
Man like him, man, I wonder, man, like what kind of where they was raised, bro. I mean, where they came from.
I don't wonder.
Are you black for real?
I don't wonder either. I know where they were raised.
And that was Tren de Agua, Mr. American man. That was Tren de Agua, not MS-13.
Look, here's the issue, right? Whether it's Triviago,
there's a difference.
I was going to say, be honest. Tell me all Mexicans don't look the same to you.
Hey, Latin King, Satan Disciple, it don't matter.
They all not the same, Holmes.
It don't matter. Look, here's what it is, bro. Everybody else can name a nationality. The fact that you can call yourself Nigerian or Kenyan or from the VI or Canadian, that is a nationality. And take pride in it. Take pride in the culture and your nasty ass food. And take pride in it. But
I just think it's a shame that this black man trying to shame other black men for going out and making an honest living.
That's the issue, Snow. You're given a crayon. You're just black. Now you feel the the burden of fighting for everything. But I don't even go to family reunions. I ain't fighting for cousins. So you're sitting here saying, yo, your tribe is a crayon. Everybody with this crayon, your tribe. Oh, 1.6 billion of them is your tribe. But they're not. And then they're inside infiltrating for their nationality, as they should, or their religious belief, which they should, or their sexuality, which they should not, but they do. There's no pride. There's no pride there because there's no. You have more
Someone's
people
mic
pride in their
on.
gang than you do in their
Who's
race.
driving? Somebody
Yeah, I was just
driving.
about to say the same thing, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Always the
yeah.
black man trying to mess everything up.
You know,
Yo,
hold on. We got a lot of heads on this panel, and Streamlabs did something weird with their layout. It is really hard for me to operate when I get a bunch of people back here. I just brought somebody up onto the stage. Please take the mic for a second. What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up? How you doing? My name is was the usual business, man. You know, I kind of bounce around. This is my first time being on your thing, man. But you know, I kind of run the BGS and the Edward kind of crew, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know Ed and BGS. What's going on, man?
Yeah, man. I just want to definitely say a few things real quick. Like when it comes to the Mexicans and the illegal situation, I don't know what that guy's talking about because, like, literally, I think I may have what is it? I just came back from Colombia. I was out there for like almost like was it 3 to 4 months, right? I went out there, had a great time. You know, thinking about living over there permanently, right? I came back into town probably I think for like the last 2 weeks. I had to go get me a small job, so I went to one of those companies that find you work. I forgot the name of it. What's the name of those companies?
Like a
Staffing agency.
Staffing. Yeah, staffing agency, right? See what I'm saying, right? So I was like, okay, it is what it is. You know, I get back on my feet, so it is what it is, right? So literally, I'm in the warehouse, I'm doing the work, whatever. I get there, don't nobody speak English. The entire warehouse, bro. The entire warehouse, don't nobody speak English.
there's hundreds of them like that, yo.
Yeah, and the craziest shit is they only speak Spanish. Was it French from what was it? Hey, Creole French from what was it? Haiti, and that's it. The only black person that was there, they had like maybe like 1 or 2 black dudes that was there who actually did speak English. Just about everybody else, nothing, right? And then when you try to go there and you're like, okay, cool, well, you know what? It is what it is. I'm out here with the immigrants. It is what it is. Then you try to work with with the situation you got. They don't want to help you. They don't want to do nothing. They expect you to know everything. And I'm like, bro, this is a whole new job. It's like, I don't know this place, right? This is new to me. I came from doing something completely different. They literally try to do what they can necessarily to make you to push you out of the business. And I'm saying, like, and these are the people that I'm supposed to be protecting or giving a damn. Like at the end of the day, like I keep saying this, like with Black America, you have to be for yourself first. And I keep trying to tell folk that, and that's why I think people just kind of like, I don't know what, maybe the matriarchal training start kicking in a little too hard or whatever. They just don't want to listen to it, right? I'd be like, no, you have to put yourself first in all things because at the end of the day, no one's coming to save you, man. The Nigeria falls, bro.
Sir, you can't black supremacy properly if you're letting your women tell you how to live your life.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
and you can't.
I was going to say, because at the end of the day, bro, when you're dealing with Nigerians, bro, Nigerians are Nigerian first. They tribe immediately first. That's how they run. Everybody else does the same thing. If you go down to Mexico, I spent time if you were Oaxacan Mexican, bro, that means something down there, right? You know what I mean? If you're a different kind of Mexican, that means something, right? So, like, even if amongst themselves, they still have their internal little biases and whatever, right? But even though they all still come from Mexico. So the craziest part, when I try to tell people that this is how you need to move, you have literally people who will literally fight you, like the guy in the that was just on the panel, not on the panel, but on the screen. Did it and that? Like, I'm like, dude, that's not our problem, bro. If you're an illegal at the end of the day, if you're illegal, my job is not to fight for you, bro.
You know what else is crazy, bro? While people are trying to question history and rewrite it and talk about how slavery was bad and all that. But they talking about African slavery, being in chains. I've been in Cook County Jail. I know how I feel to be shackled head to with a pole next to people. I've been there trying to go to court. I get it. They don't. You know what they never talk about? How 80% of American slaves are still American because they bred here.
Yeah,
we had breeding slaves. Haiti had to keep replenishing slaves because the sugar market was so crazy. They didn't have the reproduction. I mean, America bred their slaves. So you still American.
Dude, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I just came from TikTok probably like an hour ago. I tried to tell them cats that they say no, I'm an Indian. I'm like, bro, are you sure that? He was like, yeah, my mama told me I was Indian. And then and after that point,
You
I
tried to fight this on TikTok,
you know what?
bro?
My mama told me the same thing, and every other white person I know's mama's told them the same fucking thing too. Everybody
Even
here
if
is
you
an
were, you
Indian.
still American. Yeah, like if your people were here before 1860, which is technically when everybody, because I remember those signs, bro. I wasn't alive, but I saw the Jim Crow signs like no blacks, no Irish, no Italians, no Jews, no Chinese, no dogs, no cats. I'm like, damn, Irish is dogs and cats.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
Exactly. They had specific. You had to be French, German, or British, or maybe Dutch, in order to be classified as white. They had a very strong ethnic division line, but everybody here they were born here, just as American as anybody else, American gangster as anybody else. So even when you start yelling, that's like you're still American, and you still taken away from the Christmas Atticus of the world, right? Because you came here 8 at a time.
Benjamin Banneker's of the world, you know what I'm saying?
Just remember that motherfucker fought for you to be able to say you're American. You should be proud of that shit.
But let me get a. Okay, yeah.
My bad. I just want to say that's when I kind of start like phasing out, because like for me personally, like I apply this. I understand the plight of my people, so let me say like that much, right? But then when people start saying I'm Chickasaw Indian, then I be like, what's your food that your people had? Then they be like, I don't know. I be like, what landmass? What did your tribe have? I don't know. Okay, cool. Then okay, with your Chickasaw language, I don't know. Customs, I don't know. And then I'm like, bro, like,
you know what you tell them?
Your head.
That's actually funny when you think about it.
Soul food, basketball, hip hop, all those great things that made the world great. That's Black American culture.
I mean, it's entertainment, but with the Chickasaw thing, right? Because the first time I heard of that, I was dating a girl in Atlanta who said she was Chickasaw. Her mom.
It's so bad out here in Atlanta, bro. I can't talk to nobody.
But she was from South Carolina. But here's a crazy. She showed me a picture of her grandfather. Her grandfather was Chickasaw. Her grandma was just a hood bitch, right? Just a Keisha. And they made her mother. Her mother was bad too. And then anyway, the point is, just like Puerto Ricans can't speak Spanish. Like once you get 1 or 2 generations removed, even if they really were Chickasaw, they still wouldn't know the language or the customs, because they're running away from who they are until it's convenient to tell you they're something different because they want to be exotic.
Let me because we're about to hit the 4-hour mark. I'm gonna wrap this up soon, but I want to get Freeman's Journal in here before we start rambling off in wild directions. What's going on, Freeman's Journal? Any thoughts you want to add? I know we had a long show today, a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
It was this has been a long winding road. I was just saying, and can we deport everybody back to where they're from, to whatever hood they came from, back to California.
Hood to hood deportations. I like that.
You got to take your ass back to Houston.
We said
is calling.
South Carolina.
You want to get deported back to Detroit? Come on, man.
I would like a vacation back home for real, man.
I know, right?
But anyway, man, this whole thing is like, I think it's just funny, yeah, right? The whole once hitting rock bottom, all of a sudden, some sort of Americanness, right? Some sort of specialness came with being an American, right? So currently, it's just the whole FBA thing is, well, at least I'm not an immigrant. You know what I mean? At the bottom, but at least I'm not an immigrant. So maybe from here, it goes to actually being proud to be an American, being invested in being American, and not sitting around and thinking that whatever you have is controlled by somebody else, So maybe you can be responsible for it,
All I heard is beige babies for everybody. That's all I heard.
Well, I mean, y'all remember that movie? Y'all remember that movie Hotel Rwanda? With Nick Nolte, you know what I'm saying?
Don Cheadle.
That was terrible. That was a terrible man. That was crazy.
Look, even Nick Nolte, I think me and you Hood always go and reference this particular scene when Nick Nolte had to finally tell old Don Cheadle, little African booty scratching ass, that you're not even you know what I'm saying, a nigga, you know what I'm saying, you even worse, you are African. See, See, with the even the white man of all around the world know the difference between us and them.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All you got to do is go all you got to do is go somewhere, right, and get treated like an American.
I think whether or not we think we're better than them, I think it's irrelevant because
We
I
are
think
better than them to a degree.
We are better than them.
but it's irrelevant in this capacity.
Let's not go that
No, no. What I'm saying is it's irrelevant in this capacity. Whenever you go to a foreign country, they're supposed to think that their ways are the best ways.
I was
Like,
going to say that, yeah.
and you literally went there to experience their ways, right? And so, and I call it national chauvinism. Like, it's okay to want to you want to project your country. You know, you want people, if people come to your country, you want them to do as we do. You don't want them to come to your country and then do as they did back home and try to make your country their home like it was back there. And so when you go to other countries, especially outside of the West, like if you go to China, everybody understands the reputation of China. You behave as the Chinese behave over there. They're not going to tolerate a lot of shenanigans, right? You go to Singapore. I hear Singapore is crazy. Like they have laws for real. You can't even spit on a sidewalk or something like that, right? Somebody's got to mute up. You got to.
Somebody out here eating chips.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, with the black and white with the smile,
Yeah, that's not
sorry,
me.
that wasn't you.
That wasn't me. I was already.
Yeah, that wasn't me, bro. That's the bro with the black and white with the smile, bro. He eating chips, man.
Oh, you talking about, yeah.
Mike, okay, I got it. Yeah. All right, yeah, no. The thing is, when you go to other cultures, they impose their culture on you, and the Western cultures have stopped doing that. So, like, if it's Ireland, if it's UK, if it's France, right now, I hear they're fighting in the streets in Spain. I haven't really been able to look into it because I saw it this morning and we started streaming.
Bro, you got to mute, bro. Like,
you got to mute, bro.
Hold on, Mike.
We muted you for a reason, bro.
Mike, you got it. No, Mike, drop out and come back in. I think your audio got screwed or something. You got to reset your audio, Mike. Because I don't even think that was like chips or nothing. That was like actual audio fry. I think your signal started to get messed up. But if you drop out and come back into the studio, it'll probably fix it.
But shout out to the Spanish for fighting back.
Yeah, they're in the streets having a little civil war in the street, bro.
Oh, France was
too bad America can't be like that.
We can, except it'll be run by
we
Black
can.
We can.
The thing is, though, the last time we had a revolution, we ain't had all these so-called people with all these different quotas. Like we just had blacks and whites. And some probably little Native Americans here and there, but that was it. Now you got a whole spread of everybody in this motherfucker.
Everybody gonna lay down though. Look, here's the thing, bro. Until you have a national identity, you cannot.
At the end of the day, blacks and whites outnumber everybody in this country.
You can't call a Korean a Jamaican. I mean a Japanese, and they gonna call a Japanese a Chinese. Going to war. Mexican or Puerto Rican going to war. Like there are certain things you just can't do when people have national and ethnic pride. Black Americans don't have national pride. They have ethnic pride based on crayon, but not based on common culture.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of hard to do because I'm saying that in the sense that, like, right there, you don't control your own education, and in the same time, we're very, very spread out, right? Like I'm just, my bad.
But
Let me finish real quick. Let me finish what I'm saying. Like I'm on TikTok again. I'm seeing people saying, what is it? I'm Creole. I'm from Louisiana. I ain't black. I was like, I'm not a Black American. I'm like, oh, okay, my bad then. So when the levees flood again, then bro, don't ask for no unity. I mean, y'all should
don't run to Chicago for help.
Don't ask for help then, right?
Y'all in Houston.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like don't ask for help then, right? Because I was young at the time when the levee did break. They was living in Atlanta and still we was helping them. I even had a homeboy to this day who lived over here, right? Right. So I mean, I was helping him out for a long time until he got comfortable. That was like 4 years of him staying here before he was actually got acclimated to the environment living in Georgia, right? So I mean, if that's cool, if that's how y'all really want to have that mentality, then have that mentality. But then when shit turn left, don't say where we at, we sick. Can we help? Nah. Then it's you.
You got the mentality. Go back.
And that's the problem.
Well,
right?
no. The thing, business, is that when we're talking about the ethnic identity versus the national identity, no, I don't think anybody on this panel is at odds with having an ethnic identity, right? But it has to actually fold into the national identity, or you're going to have a conflict. And so, like, what I've been kind of talking about a lot lately is that Black and white America don't really need to have the level of conflict that Black folk have been sort of focusing on, especially in the face of all these other hostile like intentions, coming across the border. We could actually quiet that little problem, the race thing of Black and white America, and focus on the broader concept of the nation. And that's not to say there's never going to be like, problems, but it's not like it was back in the 40s or 30s or whatever.
Right. Honestly,
it's not even close to that, man. There's so much
usual business
propaganda.
What usual business just said, how he was describing how he felt about, the Creole blacks down in Louisiana and, the blacks in America now, and how, well, look, if something happens again, since you see yourself as different, don't come to, well, that's kind of what white America has been saying to Black America. If you see yourself as something different, then don't come to us for help anymore about shit. I mean, it's time for white and Black America, specifically white and Black men, to understand that we're, like I said earlier, we're all colonizers, whether we want to admit it or not.
Right.
I agree with that.
There ain't one Native American on this panel.
I'll admit it. I'll raise my hand. Manifest Negro over here.
There ain't one Native American on this panel. All right, that's the one group that really they just had to take the L.
And Native Americans want to be white. I know, because I was in Dakota with them, and they was trying to be white.
I'm just talking about even in modern day, dude. I mean, whites and blacks are still going out and fighting America's wars and colonizing other fucking countries today as we fucking speak. So don't say you're not part of the colonization fucking empire.
We're all gonna die for Israel one day together, bro. White and black.
We're all trying to colonize small towns right now. But here's the thing, because I just want to say something about the whole we don't educate ourselves. Look, I've been in the education spectrum for 15 years, right? Because I was trying to sell my books. I was trying to sell kids books. I wasn't trying to be a teacher. But me going there, all I listened to was women. So now you had a situation where they were closing public schools all through northeastern Illinois, right? And they were offering charter schools, same funding, same building, offering teachers the opportunity to teach at a charter school for similar money, not the same money, but they couldn't be part of the teachers union. That's the biggest difference between a charter and public, right? The Mexicans took that deal, and they got UNO schools everywhere, right? The Somalians took that deal. Everybody took that deal except Black people. Like, no, because I need my little child. And I've dated teachers, bro. These girls can't read. I'm like, how the fuck you teaching our 8-year-olds? You can't read. No, like I'm writing kids' books, asking third grade teachers, like, yo, read my kids' book and see if it's age appropriate. I can't read the fuck. So, bro, it's not that, it's that everything like policemen, teachers, all the things that take authoritative positions, they tell Black men not to do.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in Chicago.
I mean, like this, but like I understand like the true fight you really fighting. Like for me, I'm already kind of mentally got to the point where I don't know if y'all seen Attack on Titan. It's a anime show, Attack on Titan, right? What is a dude named Eren Yeager, right? Bro already knew he wanted to kill 80% of the population of the world for him to get what he needed necessary, right? So I already got that same mentality. If you really want to solve a fix problem, you want to have to sacrifice 80% of Black folk already. That's a lot of people. Like to really fix a problem like what you got, you really gonna have to start sacrificing people. And when I tell people that's what you really gonna have to do, that's when you start jumping off the boat. You know what I mean? Like, cause they already know that means your cousin Tay Tay, who's selling drugs and who doing whatever, you want to get rid of him too. Your cousin Shaniqua, that she out here hustling food stamps and she got 4 kids. You already know what you want to do with her, right? But when I say that, people think I'm evil. But at the end of the day,
Look, I got the welfare show coming up next. I got a lot of welfare content. I'm gonna make you niggas hate poor people. I got a lot of welfare content, bro. There's a reason why Trump
hate myself and shit.
There's a reason why Trump
make me hate poor people.
There's a reason why Trump cutting welfare, bro. I'm telling you, the shit that's going on. Listen, I don't know what my schedule looking like, but tomorrow we gonna do hopefully I get to do the welfare stream, man. I got so much content. The way they eating out here, bro. I'm starting to hate these bitches, man. This
Man,
shit
you gonna
crazy.
have me hate my mama and shit.
All right,
You
man.
late as hell,
Hey,
there,
hey,
Snow.
Hood, speaking of poor people, check the back.
Oh, I'm trying to work these controls. Give me a second. You wouldn't understand unless you're actually backstage. The control layout is all different now.
Yeah,
I got
Yeah,
it.
they did. The StreamYard did change it up a lot, man.
All right, there it is. What the hell is that?
Barbie.
That's a Barbie Corvette that's on a river.
That's a Keisha Cruz.
I mean, it's cute. I mean, if you
This
look,
some Florida shit.
Barbie moved on up.
that's definitely some Florida shit.
Yeah, that is definitely Florida shit right there.
Hey, my
That
wife
looks
said
like some hillbilly ingenuity, to be honest
Right.
with you.
Yo, them hillbillies, they make some dope shit though. No lie, hillbilly engineering is crazy.
bro, my wife said at least they're not twerking.
You know what?
Nah, dude, they just out
right
there
on that
having a
one.
nice little float, dude.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I'm surprised you ain't got somebody on top on the hood twerking. You right, bro.
If it wasn't the water, they probably would. Cause
Yeah, you probably motherfucker can't swim like that. So.
yeah, man, niggas on the water. There's so many clips. The white folks, they be roasting the shit out of niggas on the water, bro. They just like, listen, do not rent your watercraft to black people, right? Because they know it's gonna be a crash, an accident, something gonna go wrong, bro. There's so many videos of niggas crashing, and I'm talking bad. I had a boat too, and I was a nigga on water, and it was terrible, man. I kept getting my boat. I kept getting my boat grounded on the sandbar. I had to get rescued by the fire department one time.
Jesus
like,
Christ,
oh my
dude.
god, it was terrible.
God
shit.
damn, but what you do? What you out here doing,
Man, bro, you got to do better, bro.
I was a bad sailor, bro.
I don't know. I'm from Georgia, bro. Like I'm pretty, but I don't know. But I came from like Savannah, Georgia, so I'm like next to the sea. So
I grew up trolling and fucking channels and shit, man. So.
You guys understand intimately how awful that was for me, right? Like that was crazy. But this is what they've been saying on Twitter, bro. Don't rent your boats to niggas, man. Niggas be wilding on the water, bro.
Man, I done kayaked, I done rowboated. I had a small little speedboat.
what?
I never crashed out.
You know what? It's
Look,
like,
dude, I sunk a boat once in Fort Laramie Lake when I was a kid, and it was only because I hit a tree trunk that was at the bottom of the lake. I was going fast, and it caught the fucking bottom of it like a tree trunk that was on a sandbar, and it ripped the bottom of the fucking boat open.
okay, that's a valid, fuck up for a kid or a child.
Yeah, I was 16. I didn't consider myself a child then.
okay,
I've been taking the boat out for quite a while.
Here's a thing, right? America needs to start listening to right of center black people, right? If you just now figuring out you're not supposed to rent your boat to black people, you have not been listening, right?
I mean, we can't.
How are you just now figuring this out?
You know what's weird though? Everything they say black people aren't supposed to do, I did. Like I can swim. I can swim like a fish. Like black people can't swim. Swimming.
Yeah. You know what? And this is one of the
These are
things.
stereotypes, bro.
Well, no, I realized that with my kids, especially like they're like in the hood or whatever. So when I pick my kids up, we go out, we go places, like we go swimming, we learn how to do stuff. We're climbing, we do like the rock wall thing. We went somewhere and did the rock wall stuff. Because I know with a lot of black kids, especially like you got the single mom situation. It's real easy to just be in the hood all day doing nothing, and then you learn nothing, and now you can't swim, or whatever the stereotypical shit is. A lot of niggas just don't necessarily get exposure.
Hey, be honest, dude. You did that rock wall, and that was all you did that weekend. You went home and laid down the rest of the weekend.
No, the rock wall was tough. I could only get halfway up the wall. So and my kids could barely even get up that high because they got scared climbing. But it wasn't a rock wall. No, not a rock wall like real rocks, but like they have the little handhold thing.
What the Army National Guard will bring out.
There was a place in Brooklyn. I forget the name of it now, but it was a place in Brooklyn.
Discovery Zone.
No, Area 51. That's what it was called, Area 51. But it was like a little indoor adventure place. They had like paintball or whatever.
Right.
And then the other side of it was like they had like a skating ring and a rock wall. But the thing that kind of made my heart race. They had an aerial maze. You had to put on a harness. And then you go up to the top, and the whole thing is like harnessed, and it's a maze. It's a literal maze in the sky.
Is it like a ripcord type thing?
I don't know about a ripcord, but
or one of them. If it's an aerial maze, like you're hanging and you got a cord in
Yeah,
between.
Because ripcord sounds like a parachute, but no,
Yeah.
you're hanging from a strap. So you got
A zip
you got
line.
like
Zip line.
a
That's what
zip
it is.
line. That's what it is. It's a zip line maze. That's the best way to
Yeah,
describe
there
it.
you go.
And so this is the crazy shit. So my son and my daughter, the two youngest ones, he's just a little bit older than her. He was scared to even go up the aerial maze. Like my daughter, she got up and she got up to the top, and then she didn't want to actually go out on the maze. And then I went all the way around the maze, and I was terrified. But I did it though. I did it because there was this one part where you're not even standing. You're just literally hanging, and it like carries you from one part of the maze around to the other, and so it's a straight zip line with like gravity just pulling you around, and that was like a free glide or whatever. That shit was cool, but like I know a lot of kids don't go out and do cool wild stuff like that, so I kind of make it a point to do that kind of shit because I want my black kids to have like those wild white kid experiences too, because when you get older, you gotta do stuff. You gotta get a job and shit.
I feel that that's like
bonfires
child
and
stuff that
shit
you're
too,
supposed to
hood.
do with your kid, like going out, like literally taking your kid out into the environment. It's just a basic thing that men have been
Right.
doing for millennia.
Okay.
So I don't even see that as white
Right.
people shit. That is just
No.
literally you
But
being.
it's not white
You're
people.
right.
It's just not black
No, this
people.
is what
right.
it is. Hey, Derek, let me
Like
go.
for
Let me
instance,
go.
right?
That's
Black
what it
people
is. It's
can't
because
swim.
in black culture, it's not the norm, and that's where
See,
it's
that's
not a
what it
white
is,
people
hood.
thing, but it's
So
not a
Look,
nigga
there you go,
thing.
right there.
No,
So
because
you got black,
it's not the
you
norm
got
because
black, you
most of
got
these
American.
motherfuckers is matriarchal, bro. So like, a bitch ain't gonna. My bad, I ain't mean to say a woman is not gonna take her kid necessarily. Was it rock climbing, teach her kid how to
Camping,
shoot, but a man
hunting.
does.
Right.
Now
Look.
you were right. A woman might do it. A bitch definitely isn't.
Hey, so look at it like this. If blacks can't swim and blacks hate heights, right? And I'm telling everybody, let's go parasailing. And they looking at me like I'm
Oh,
crazy.
dude, I've never done that. That'd be fun.
I ain't gonna lie to you. What do you mean parasailing? I'm confused with that. That was
When
they
you're
put a
on a
parachute on
parachute behind a boat.
behind a boat and they drag you
Oh
through
yeah,
the
no,
ocean.
that's
on
Oh
lit.
no, I
boat.
would definitely do that.
I did that,
look.
and
Yeah, I
everybody
did
thought I
that
was
in
crazy.
the
I'm
tube,
like,
though.
Now
Yeah,
I
look.
that'd
fell
be
out of
fun.
that shit one time. We were in like the Carolina. You know how Carolina's got those islands or whatever, and it's all watery. We were out there in the Carolina, in like North Carolina somewhere on a speedboat, and I was getting pulled in the inner tube, and that shit flipped over on me.
Oh, I thought you said you was
Good times though. Good
out,
times.
out of the sky into the water. I'm about to say, bro, are you okay? Like,
Check
Nah,
this
when I
out,
was
though.
No, I was
18.
on the inner tube on the water. It was the inner tube.
yeah,
We were on
I
the
got
water. It was
black.
good. I
I'm
had
like,
like
hold on,
a
that's like concrete, bro.
Unless
So
you
are you
had
okay? Like,
grandfathers,
When I was 18,
Nah, it was
I went
cool. It
down
was
to
cool.
when I was
unless you
18, I
had
went down to
grandfathers or fathers
Gatlinburg
that
with
grew up in
my.
the South, you got blacks and then you got Americans. When you try to put both together as a black American, see, when you black, you ain't gonna have the experience like in the hood, the projects. You might your best bet is going to a swimming pool in a rec center, you know what I'm saying, in the hood. You ain't about to go ahead
Right.
and swim in the pond or in the lake and shit like that. See, American culture, that means hunting, camping, you know what I'm saying? Probably starting bonfires and shit like that if you white and whatnot. See,
you know
black,
what's so
that's not
crazy? What you
masculine
saying?
male shit. I wouldn't even consider
Oh.
that's just masculine.
No.
male
This is what's so
shit.
crazy about what
Hey,
Mr. O said.
Take your kids
Black is
camping.
an era. Because before then you were Negro, before then you were colored, before then like Negroes camp, they wouldn't shock
That's
coons
right.
and possums.
I said, if your
Sure did.
grandfather,
They really do nothing. That black
your
era kind of
grandfather and your father,
Be
they was
honest. How many
Negroes
of you
and
guys on this
colored.
panel? How many of you guys on this
Masculine, bro.
panel grew up camping in a tent in your front yard in the summertime?
bro, not in the
I
front
never
yard.
did that though. I
That's
ain't gonna lie.
ghetto, bro. Anything in the front
Nah,
yard is
nah,
ghetto.
nah.
You know that, right?
Once
It's
we
not
became
ghetto.
Camped on the
black,
beach one time.
once we
Bro,
became
We used
black,
to do that all the
lost
time.
we lost our survival instincts outside the cities. Once we became black, we don't survive outside the in the woods no
I mean,
more. You know what I'm saying? We was Negroes.
But
you said
that is so true because right now, as the America's going through its decline and whatnot, and people are trying to learn all these I'm not gonna say like I'm gonna say ancient skills, but like basic survival skills. Now, oh my god, how to? I talked to one girl. She was like, how to plant what is it? What was it? It's potatoes.
Tomatoes?
But it's not sweet. It's sweet potatoes, right? She was like, how to
sweet
plant? You know how to
potatoes.
plant sweet potatoes? Oh man, you must be a genius. And I'm like, you just put it in the ground.
Wow.
No, here's the thing with that. Remember that the video we just showed about dude going ham because black people can work at ICE when he was talking about we did that for 400 years. What agriculture and construction? Like you still got to eat, you still need somewhere to live.
Right.
And that's the black experience. Like, let me get away from all of the fundamentals. Like I take dates camping because I'm cheap, right? So I will pack a lunch and take a date camping. I got tents. I'll pull a tent out. So, oh my God, I never did this before. We're gonna sleep on the ground. I'm like, so I'm sleeping on an air mattress. But we'll go camping. smash out, run around the forest naked, and then go home. It cost me like $12.
Let me introduce a phrase that I learned recently watching Base Camp. The urban monoculture. And I think that's a great way to describe like Black America at large. Because a lot, even the country folk, a lot of us at this point, because technology has kind of erased the pockets where, like, if you lived in the country with no electricity or whatever, you kind of were living away from culture stuff. Nowadays, we all have internet and smartphones with everything, so culture kind of catches everybody around the same time. Like even when I was a kid, the South would learn stuff a little bit after it came out in New York City, right? Stuff like that. That's kind of been erased, right? So now we all have something like a flattened Black culture, and it's really urbanized. Like we kind of are all sort of on an urban monoculture. Nobody is sort of close to the earth is like a hippie way to say it. But all these skills, all these sort of outdoorsy type of activities, and white to say it's a white people thing isn't quite right either. It looks white from the Black context. If you're the urban monoculture, it looks like the white people thing. But it's an older thing that we're kind of getting away from.
I'm gonna say this much. Right now, I'm on YouTube, and one of my favorite things I'm starting to get is like these homesteader kind of vibe things. Like I'm watching all the black dudes that's actually doing it, right? Or the black people that's actually doing it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like usually a black man and his black wife, right?
Chickens and
shit. I don't see the women be able to do it. Like basically, because the homestead, you still need like
a man.
You need a man, bro. Like
women do van life. Men do homesteading and bring their girl along. Women do van life.
The bitches on van life be getting food stamps, bro. That shit is not real.
Walmart,
bro,
they be living on government support. That's not a real van life.
Yo, what? I know they're going to the gym, but where they going to take a piss and shit at, bro? I ain't buying that van life, bro.
The gym, bro.
Walmart, bro. I just told you they stop at Walmart.
Walmart, yeah.
Gym and Walmart, bro. Yeah.
You get you what's cheap? Planet Fitness. You can use their showers and whatever, their bathroom. Yeah, that's a cheap monthly membership. Walmart is free to walk in. Don't let them have a little sitting area or whatever. You cool. Don't let it be like the nice Walmarts way out in the middle of nowhere where they got the electronics out on display. Now your kids got shit to do.
Oh yeah, bro. So like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing myself. Like for me, I'm already to the point where I don't know if I'm gonna be in the States. I think I'm gonna be in South America because I'm kind of looking at how this shit kind of going. And like I said, I don't think Black folk as a whole gonna pull this together in a timely fashion, considering how I'm seeing the world go. Just no offense, you know what I mean? So
you know what? I think it's gonna be a real renaissance after the boomers die. I believe that.
You talking about all the way waiting to 2050, bro? Are you serious?
No, they 80 now, bro. They ain't only got 10 years left.
Bro, I'm gonna give my grandparents lived about what is that 100. So my daddy right now like 70 something.
Bro, hey, bro, them the oldest boomers, bro. We got way into the last of them, at least the 62, 63, and 64 be gone, and that's around 2050 all the way up to 2080, bro.
They on freebase, bro. They ain't talking about nothing.
You know, something else just occurred to me watching this video. This is like, I love outdoor stuff like this.
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro.
Enjoying the American environment in and of itself. This is American culture. And the reason why I was thinking about that, because recently I seen a couple of clips of like foreigners. They're probably like from India, but they could be anywhere Mexican. Who knows? Also, Latin America is not exactly a clean place all the time either, but they were throwing garbage right into the oceans and rivers, bro. Like just straight up back. I know in Canada is crazy right now what they're doing up there. They're wrecking everything.
The Indians out there tearing up, from what I heard.
Man. Yeah, it's like,
and you know the funniest shit. But if you go to India right now, and as a Black person, you try to go to India, they would be like, bro, they would literally try to rape you out there.
Oh yeah. We ain't never had no black booty before. It's crazy. I wouldn't trust that.
What I hate about that, bro?
They came up with the word thuggy though. What would y'all expect? They originated the term thuggy.
They literally are the OG thugs. It's crazy.
Right. You know what's crazy, bro? Before, flying a girl out made you a trafficker, which is crazy, right? But before then, when you can go out and you could like assert yourself, like the NWA days, like we'll both drive home in my automobile, which is illegal now, right? I didn't know that, right? So when I had my boat, I tell girls before we go on the water, I'm like, look, You gonna get wet one way or another. We gonna smash or you gonna swim. Figure it out.
I'm personally, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm in the process of buying me a boat right now, and I'm kind of like, for me, I'm get to the point where like, hey, bro, I just go across. I go down to Jamaica. I'm go down to like, what's that, Venezuela, Colombia. I'm like, hey, girl, you gonna get on this boat and chill. We go around this boat, or, I can leave you out here. I ain't got.
Neither one of you guys, hold on. Either one of you guys watch Sunny, Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Nah.
You guys literally did the skit, bro. I swear to God.
Bro, I was doing it, bro. We talking 2004, bro. I'm like, yo, shorty, you gonna get wet one way or another. You gonna smash, you gonna swim.
Yo, that is literally a skit from It's Always Sunny, because there's the one guy. I haven't watched it in a while, so I forgot all their names. But the one dude who like he's a skinny dude. He kind of dresses preppy, thinks he gets girls or whatever. He was talking about having a boat, and he was like, yeah, because there's always that implication that gonna throw you overboard. So you have to do what I say. And then his buddy's like, that's actually creepy. He's like, no, it's not. I mean, it's the implication. I'm not actually gonna do it. And he's like, yeah, but I'm just like, oh my God. This is literally from It's Always Sunny.
Hey, bro, it comes
the reality is, bro, you gotta have that stick, bro, because like, I mean, look what happened to Black America, bro. You had I felt like what I told people. You had was almost 100 years of carry, no stick. Look at the women over here, bro. 100 years, all carry, no stick, bro. So you need that stick, man. That shit has to be there.
We are not anti-stick here. I'm not even gonna fight that fight, but I think I'm gonna wind this down. It's about to be 4.5 hours. I gotta get up out of here, man. It's been a long show. Freedman's Journal. Where the hell is this? What are we looking at, by the way?
This is the Yellowstone. This is Canyon Falls. These are the lower falls. Wow. I highly recommend Yellowstone.
You did, didn't you? You told me that before.
I'm telling you, the air. If you haven't been there, man, it's the benefit of living in a continent-sized country, right? There are tons of awesome national parks all over the place. Tons.
I'm gonna say is one thing, man. If y'all ever get the opportunity, I'm probably gonna be out there in Colombia, man. I'm probably gonna build me a little small oasis village out there, man. So if anybody want to come and travel, bro, usual business. Y'all can find me out here on YouTube. And, I'm not hidden in no place. So
build a village. I will come.
I'm serious, man. Because I already got me what is it? I got some pods. It's already what do you call it? Capsule pods. You can get for one for like $1,000 for $10,000 buy one. Yeah, I know something about.
So if you get Amazon selling them. I think Home Depot got stuff like that too now.
Yeah, no,
I got mine up on.
Get mine for
not Temu.
Pretty nice.
What's that other one, bro? Not Temu. Alibaba.
Alibaba, yeah. You get it from China. It can cost $1,000 to ship it over there from China, but it comes with an actual bed, the whole microwave unit, electricity. What is it? The thing at what is the solar power thing at the top? So literally, you just got yourself your own little crib. And I'm like, hey, I'd rather set me up something like that in a farmland or like on my own little piece of land and just be cool. And I have my little 30 or 40 people that's cool. They got the same mindset as me and just rock it out like that. Because for me, I think that's better than trying to do this shit over here. That's just me personally.
Look, I'm an Alibaba survivalist too. Let me ask you a question. Why go to South America instead of locking down Southern Indiana, for instance? Why?
For me, now I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like for me, I already know my wife ain't gonna be from America. I'm just gonna let that be known. Like my wife gonna probably be like either some kind of African or maybe like South America. Cause like the cultural value thing is for real for me, but my biggest thing. Like it's for me it's gonna be my biggest thing, right? And I know I'm not gonna find the culture of the woman that's gonna be vying for what I'm vibing for.
There's orphanages everywhere, my G. Homeless girls.
Bro, that's damaged goods, bro. Like
they all damaged. They girls. But look, all right. I get what you're saying. I'm with you, bro. Live your life, bro. I understand why you're doing it. I just don't understand the relocation part. Everything else you say, I get it. I understand.
I get about because for me, I'm looking at like not only in my lifetime, I'm looking like, okay, all right, if I'm gonna be here next, right, my kids be safe here, right? Then I gotta also then look at this. So that means root power, right? So at that point, then I got in this instead of have a group of men that's also gonna be on the same kind of thing. And granted, bro, that's when I started looking at that social media, bro. I'm like, you got too many cats who they too bitch. I'm watching dudes like right now, bro. Man, I would die about my mama, and I'm these women die. I'm like, whoa, see, I'm like, I understand, I love my mama too, like everybody else, but like, bro, Like I'm actively looking at this stuff, right? And I'm doing the mental math. Now it would be different if we had more dudes like y'all in the black community, like y'all was like half or the majority, at least half. I'd be like, I can stay. But
build your own
you ain't got
community.
half. You like we are a quarter of a quarter.
I understand that, but you could build your own community. That same 40 people could be here. I'm not arguing what you're saying. I just didn't understand the relocation part. And
I'm saying like, and also it's more for like a fresh start all over, right? Because like for me, I already know if I call her like I'm gonna get me a little African chick who already basically like into polygamy. I get me like one chick. Let's say she's 17, 18 years old, bro. By the time we crank out, like we got like 15 kids, bro. 2 women, 15 kids. That's 30. You got some other dudes doing the same thing. Before you know, we now got our little village on and popping, and we doing pretty good, right? I live on a whole right, build it from the ground up kind of thing, and doing that from the ground up is gonna be real hard here.
No, it's not. It's easier here.
I think not, but that's just my opinion. Now, you know, if you can show me some things that's different, then maybe so. But as I see it, as I'm looking at the mental math, I'm thinking it's gonna be easy to set it up someplace else without as many roadblocks.
It's gonna be roadblocks anywhere, but it's easier here, really. I mean, $2,500, you could do that right here. But I'm not knocking what you're saying. I just didn't understand the relocation. Everything else, you know, from language to you know, tribal religion to all that, I get that. It's homeless girls everywhere. I don't know why people laughing like all girls are homeless. All girls is homeless, bro. That's why they get married. The ones that got to pay their own bills for a man. They all homeless.
That's the whole point of marriage. Guys, I want to play us out with this video. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. But I'm gonna play us out with this video. Thank y'all so much for joining the show, man. Appreciate everybody watching. I see we streaming to a couple other platforms. Shout out to the other the channels out there. Mr. O, Dirty Folks. Shout out to all y'all audience members out there. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe on your way out. Hit that like button on whatever channel you happen to be watching from. And thank you to all the supporters. Thank you so much for the donations. You guys have been awesome. Appreciate you so much. We really couldn't do this without the audience, man. But please remember to drop $1 in the hat on your way out. Support your local content creator.
Give me the money, but I was you. Give me the money.
Just because you got mayonnaise on your elbow, just because you got mayonnaise on your elbow, do you understand? I'm trying to fees. Get off of me, mayonnaise. Move. Get back. You heard of mayonnaise. Get back, mayonnaise. Because you got mayonnaise on your elbow. I ain't telling you to marry mayonnaise. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm the president, homie. I'm the president. Uh-huh. Cause you got mayonnaise on your elbow, mayonnaise on your elbow, you got mayonnaise on your elbow, you got mayonnaise on your elbow, you got mayonnaise on your elbow.
Have a good night, everybody.
You got mayonnaise on your elbow. Swing to me, get off of me,
check your elbows, y'all.
Get off of me, mayonnaise. Get off of me, get off of me, get off of me, mayonnaise. Get back, mayonnaise. Get back, mayonnaise. Get back, mayonnaise. What you gonna do, mayonnaise? What you gonna do? Uh-huh. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, mayonnaise? What you gonna do? Uh-huh. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, mayonnaise? I'm the president, homie. I'm the president, homie. I'm the president, homie. I'm the president, the president, I'm the president, homie. I'm the president, homie. I'm the president, homie. I'm the president, the president,
Shout out to everybody with the mayonnaise on the elbow. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna wrap this one up.
Mayonnaise on your elbow. Mayonnaise on your elbow. You got mayonnaise on your elbow. You got mayonnaise on. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.